Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know how loud this is for you. It looks pretty loud actually. Oh, can I? Okay. That's a bit better. We are here playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't really know what to say. I started playing it and I didn't finish it. I kind of know what happens. But I want to do a whole play of it. Now, I believe, I'm just going to check, but I'm pretty sure my old games... No, okay, I haven't got a game on here. So yeah, we're just going to start a game. We're going to call ourselves that, because why not? And yeah, let's go for it. Should be good. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Sounds like me. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kinds of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! I overslept again. But caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You see, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. You mean? That's mean, Nova. I say you meanie, so I just casually thought, okay, I'll shut up. Anyway. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait up for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Yeah. Oh wait. So anime. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Nova, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go ahead with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content of just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I agree with the games part. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. That is fair. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? Or N-E-E-T? God knows what that is. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few cubs if that makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise that you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise that. Yeah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever. and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. You know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah. There is no way I'm going to your club. Nini. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I was bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Don't we all sell our souls for cupcakes, like, every day? I'm pretty sure that happens every day. I dejectedly, you can tell this wasn't written in English. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! There's a new member! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Oh, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? I don't know why, but she just looks like she has a squeaky voice. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Nova! What a nice surprise. I don't know why that went... Okay, we're gonna go with it. Okay. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I swear I'm a girl. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So, sorry. Natsuki. Oh! The girl with the sour attitude, whose name appears to be Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think that she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. Oh no, I've forgotten her voice, wait. Oh well. When she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Nova. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Nova. We made room for you at the table so you can come sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made the oh, sorry. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Okay. Sorry, I just got a little bit too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one more space next to Monika and one more space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens up the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table with tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! That was not what I was going for. Ow. I would say, wow! Amazing. Okay. That is... oof. Natsuki lifts the foil off the chair and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn in with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used for the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She is waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Well, you said you never met us, so no. Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe! But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. My god. I give over Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Oh, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself be intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oof. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. That was kind of mean. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather to take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could probably put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to starting something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals so much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow. I had to burp, sorry. I'm confident that we can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone okay, I definitely cannot say that word. I'm English, but I'm not that English. Enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Nova, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuku's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she really wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well... Oh, shit. Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. That is a very mischievous thing to do. My favourites are usually novels that build up to deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious, by the way, her eyes lighten up, that she finds her comfort in a world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Is that a euphemism? Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of our own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. That was like the shittest. I desperately gasped for something that I can relate to with minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For everyone as gentle as you. Or for someone who's gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh! I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind in the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! I give it back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! I've actually hurt my voice from doing that. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing on to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some work, you can set an example to help Natsuki feel confident enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Sorry, not Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond in the club. Isn't that right, Nova? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back into the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought Nova. You're all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. Oh, shit. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem and bring it into the next morning, so we can all share them. Monica looks over me once more. Nova, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my I don't even know what that says, writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls communicate to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Nova, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I walk home together anymore. Never walk home together anymore. Because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I need some water. I need some water. It's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think think your favorite club member would like. Something might happen with whose poem he likes the most. Okay. Who should I choose? I think Natsuki. No, actually, I'm kind of thinking Sayori, because we've known her for a while and she seems like really like... Yeah, so... What would Sayori like? Okay, that was Natsuki. Okay, that was Yuri. Natsuki, shit, okay. Hey, Sayori, okay, tears. Promise, okay, Sayori. Eternity, oh, that was Yuri. Depression. Okay, Sayori. This is kind of helping with her character development, so clearly she's not as happy as she's saying. So, existence. Okay. Sayori. Anxiety. Sayori. Shit, this is gonna be Sayori this right. It's not gonna be horror. Rain cloud. Okay, that was Sayori. Why? I was saying Sayori when I meant Yuri. I just realized. Holiday. Oh, that was Sayori. Okay. Determination. Oh, okay. Shit. Vivid. What? Lazy, okay. Dark, okay. Hopeless. Okay, okay, we got this, okay. Clumsy. Okay, we're getting to our character development now. Unending? Oh no, it was Yuri. Memories. Smile? Okay, okay. I think we got Sayori, I think. There's a ghost in my room. My book just fell off for no reason. Jesus. Okay. Get my voice back. We're already in half an hour. I think it's going to be like an hour-long video, so I apologize for anyone who's having to watch. Anyway. I say having to watch. I mean, you don't have to, but... Okay, I'll shut up. Hi again, Nova. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha! That was definitely not a joke. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nova. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. I knew what that word meant. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back on into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nova always gives his best, as long as he's having fun. Oh, I am a guy. Okay. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Nova can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, Yuri! Even brought you something today, you know. Go away. Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you would be a pleasant surprise. It would make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it keeps your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off the scheduled activities of the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna have gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Sometimes that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. I keep saying literature event. I keep saying lecture and literature together. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberate, whatever. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think the foods will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you were suggesting it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who is trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my god. Ah! I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I finally fall out of my chair. I'm sorry! Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past... How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? That's... It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's all written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all over the place. Ah! I rub my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste on your stain, on the collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But, nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Must be mean. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the top. Once you see how much better it looks, you will never change your mind. Oh, okay. Well, that's an interesting... I'm gonna save because I need to finish soon. Oh god, I can't sit down. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. I want to... can I...